Some would call them villains, some would call them heroes. You know who it is, Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Y'all remember that Scorpion versus Sub-Zero rap? That was goated. So in celebration of Helltaker's 5th anniversary, I've decided to postpone working on that animation that's supposed to be due on the 31st in favor of a shitpost where I create a tier list based on how racist I think the Helltaker characters would be. This is mostly just me acting on a conversation I had with myself at 3 AM. Like I said, this video is just a shitpost and not meant to be taken seriously. So I made 5 categories. The first one is has to pass. This is mostly for characters who are either black or give off niggified energy, because when it comes to fiction, and sometimes real life, blackness doesn't just describe skin color, it describes attitude and how you carry yourself. Miracle may not be black, but she is black. Like, this bunny has the energy of a black woman on a mission and the attitude of someone who gives 0 fucks. Goku may not be black, but he is black. Goku is a monkey. His people were enslaved by a white tyrant with a superiority complex, and he worked his way up from the lowest position. Knuckles, I want you to look at this scene in Sonic Adventure 2 and tell me that energy is anything other than black.
Just let it go. You just don't know when to give up, do you?
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that? The Master Emerald contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emerald. That makes it very powerful. What the?
I ain't gon' let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep down in Pumpkin Hill, I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, cause I have no fear. Something is calling me, I don't know what. Something is talking, but I don't know who. Something is calling me more and more. The one stops Knuckles' feet.
This nigga flies with dreadlocks. Basically, you get the point. The green tier is that they're cool enough to get the pass. Then you have normal. It's literally what it says, so not racist. And the next one is uses slurs as insults. These are the Xbox people. They're not racist or bigoted, they're just edgy. And if they come across an actual racist, they'll either kick the shit out of them or look at them like they're insane. They're the I hate everyone equally type of person. And I'll reiterate it again, being edgy is not the same as being bigoted. A good way to tell the difference is seeing how much they target a demographic. Okay, the next one we have, you're one of the good ones. It's self-explanatory, like if you know, you know. And lastly, we have this bitch unseasons their food. Okay, this is the final boss of racism. Okay, these people worship the color white. Okay, they have a white flag in their room that they just pray and goon to every night. Okay, they own 17 bottles of bleach. That's how much they worship the color white. Okay, let's get started. The detective goes on the bottom here by default, you know, for obvious reasons, but I'm slightly hesitant because she seems to exude a bureaucratic levels of professionalism that borders on authoritarianism. Even though we only see her for like a minute, that's just my headcanon. Like, I'm slightly hesitant to put her at the bottom, but you know what? She looks passable, and she looks passable enough with that attitude. Okay, next is a SWAT officer. That goes on the normal tier. She doesn't seem super aggressive or authoritarian. She's just an adorable goofball. The skeleton warriors, they're normal. The Helltaker, he's normal. Like, he's literally just a self-insert of the player, which means you just have, you know, your basic nice guy traits. He's nice and cool, but not much outside of that. Panda Monica, normal tier. She's too tired to care about anything. Okay, all she's worried about is getting those reports on Lucifer's desk by next week. Now, caffeinated Panda Monica, she's the type of person that uses slurs just to ruin your day. You could be having the best day of your life, your stuff is paid off, you have a 3-day weekend coming up, and suddenly Panda just look at you with a chest of the cat looking ass grin and calls your ass a chocolate covered cricket with a speech impediment. And you know you can't retaliate because demons are very strong, and combining that with sadism, that will make that ass whooping so much worse. Modius. I'm gonna have to create a new tier just for her. Like, considering she canonically believes that pornography is real, I believe that might manifest as an overestimation of certain people, because, you know, porn is known for presenting groups in ways that makes them easier to fetishize and dehumanize. And all I'm saying is that her body count may be of a darker shade than we may have expected. And I don't know what gooner needs to hear this, but please don't fetishize real people. What the fuck is hashtag legal goon? Melina. I'd argue she's normal, but I believe she probably uses slurs when she gets very heated or drunk, but I don't know. She's normal until proven otherwise. Zedrada. Okay, slurs are a natural part of her speech. While she isn't racist, she'll say some shit just to piss you off. Cerberus, they're next to Drata, because while I don't believe they're racist, I do believe they're the type of people to say and do racist shit just for the sole purpose of pissing you off. Okay, they're the type of person where if they see something is clearly getting to you, they'll double down on it because they find it funny. Azazel, or Azel because it sounds better. I need a new tier. Chill but ignorant. I feel like she's the type of person to say and do racist shit by accident only because she either heard it or saw it from somewhere else, but she won't understand what it means. Justice, she gets a pass. She doesn't care, she just chill like that. Lucifer, just look at this bitch and tell me you don't think she's racist. Her face screams, why is this melon muncher in my vicinity? But she's a CEO, so she'll act like she's all inclusive. I'll say your life matters, but I know your true purpose, Nick. But I also believe she's the type of person to say that you're one of the good ones, so she'll go on that tier. Judgment, this bitch gets a pass. Listen, I know Van said she wasn't black, but as I mentioned before, she has that energy. So no disrespect to the skeleton and sweater, but he gave her way too much sauce. Her ass is going in the past tier. Dear God, my voice hurts. It's hard to sound energetic. Beelzebub, I understand she's elderly, and elderly people don't have the best reputation when it comes to race relations, but I'm gonna place her in the normal category because she's been in the abyss for centuries, so I believe she wouldn't care about shit. Lore Master, eugenics. Eugenics. Okay, fine, but okay, fine, but eugenics in itself isn't racist, so that's not a factor. Okay, little side tangent. There's this one line where she mentioned she's committed countless atrocities all in the name of science and has completely exhaustive research on all sins in recorded history 10 times over. So I interpreted this as she's personally committed every known sin in human history. And this has some pretty dark implications. And for me specifically, this implies that she's likely done stuff with kids. And yes, it's called pedantry and what people argue that the Bible was likely referring to when it was mentioning men shouldn't lie with men, but that's a completely different topic. So yeah, there's a non-0% chance that Lord Master may have traveled to Epstein Island. Oh yeah, and adultery is a sin. So there's also the implication that Lord Master may have gotten into a romantic relationship for the sole purpose of cheating. Like that'd be one hell of an NTR novel. Like imagine someone marrying you and you running around thinking you found happiness and you just come home to 6 or 7 big black bald niggas running a But yeah, you get the picture. There's a lot of ways to interpret those words, and a lot of them will make Examtaker one of the darkest parts of Helltaker lore. Oh shit, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Lord Master, yeah. Oh yeah, Lord Master isn't racist. While she may be the type of person to visit 4chan and argue on 4chan, nah, she's not racist. She's in the same category as Azazel. Okay, lastly, you have not Subject 66. And you already know. Just look at him. Matter of fact, hang on. Let me help you see the picture. Yeah, this man's a nigga. Like, this man looks like he has gold records in his office. This man looks like he fucks bitches. This man looks like he wakes up at 5 a.m. just to dunk his head in ice. This guy can only be on the extreme ends of the spectrum. He's either very black or very southern. He looks like he calls women females, and not in the incel way. And since Lore Master single-handedly created him, he's technically fatherless. Like, I rest my case, this man is black, he gets the pass. So what do you think? Did I cook or did I burn the house down? Did you cringe? Did my voice make you cringe? I don't know. But anyways, the usual stuff, second channel, Newgrounds. This is a yapping channel. Bye.
Previous convictions include kidnapping, torture, extortion, racketeering, fraud, grave robbing, unlicensed dentistry, counterfeiting, bullying, cyberbullying, badger baiting, bear baiting, duck baiting, wildlife smuggling, monkey baiting, iguana baiting, rhino baiting, failure to adequately restrain a rhino, identity theft, malicious mischief, trespassing, arson, assault, larceny, grand larceny, spectacular larceny, vandalism, forgery, impersonating a police officer, impersonating a doctor, impersonating an airline pilot, unlicensed cabaret entertainment, theft of livestock, unlicensed taxidermy, involuntary manslaughter, voluntary manslaughter, enthusiastic manslaughter,